Excited because obviously the Jurassic World Dominion trailer just dropped. Holy shit! That's all I can say. I've watched it only twice because I feel like my excitement builds up more if I don't watch it that much. But I've watched it twice. I've taken it all in, cried a little bit, all that stuff. Now I'm here to break it down because obviously it's like the first hour that this shit just came out. So I want to try and like build up on that hype, as I'm sure there's a lot of hype people for it. It's actually already trending number 7 or 6 on Twitter, which is insane just for a trailer. But yeah, let's get into it. So we start off with the lovely John Hammond voicing over a herd. Let's go back here a little bit. Herd of parasaurs. Oh, it's just a casual parasaur day. Nope. Bam. There's horses. That's Owen Grady with two other people, which I don't really catch their faces when I was watching it. So he's sort of wrangling these parasaurs. These just look like townsfolk. So maybe they've you'll see they've kind of settled down somewhere. I'm guessing this is, I don't know, maybe Alaska just because of the snow. It's somewhere in the U.S. Maybe Washington probably. So he's riding on the horses, wrangling parasaurs. I know. Now this seems like a carcass of some sort. Or it might just be a log, but it looks very out of place. Like everything here is barren, and this is a log, right? No. It has to be some sort of carcass of a dinosaur, I'm guessing. What it is, not really sure. It kind of looks like a whale's tail over here, but not really sure. Not going to pay too much attention to that. But yeah, he's wrangling parasaurs. This sort of bond that he created with Blue seems to sort of be carrying over. If you played the Primal Ops game that just came out, it's a mobile game, kind of shitty, whatever, but it introduced this thing where you instantly, or not instantly, but you create bonds with dinosaurs. It seems like that's going to be more applied to all the dinosaurs, not just Blue. Obviously not such a deep connection, but you can form a connection with dinosaurs. Obviously that's something that can make them more empathetic. You can really feel emotions for the dinosaurs if they do decide to introduce that, which it seems like they are, judging by what he's doing to the parasaur. So then in this next scene, we see Maisie. I wonder where they're living because it's very suburban, but also very barren. It looks sort of like not even a city. But she's walking by as she sees an Apatosaurus, which we got rumors a while ago. Oh my god, this is just a look at it. I don't know if it's because I have this in 4K, but holy shit, you can see there's slight patterns on the Apatosaurus now. It's not just like bland gray, but this is just like, honestly, some of the other shots. I mean, this is gorgeous, but some of the other shots, it honestly makes me feel like this is the most beautifully rendered movie ever made with CGI. Like you'll really see how it comes alive. But this is a beautiful Apatosaurus. I guess they're working in construction, and Maisie's just walking by. Can't really see her. Oh, she's right here. Her beanie makes her look like a boy, but yeah. So she's walking by. She sees an Apatosaurus. Then it skips to a shot of Blue with her baby. Now this was rumored. We did see, Colin posted like a holiday card with a Blue and presumably a baby Velociraptor. There's tons of merchandise that also had the baby. Now it is finally confirmed. Blue does have a baby. I think, judging by the toy's name, it's named Beta. Sure. I don't know how to feel about that. It's maybe like a more personalized name could have been better, but if it is Beta, I'm fine with that. It's obviously adorable regardless. I don't know. It doesn't look the exact same as the baby Blue that we saw in Fallen Kingdom. It seems a little bit more elongated. Obviously you'd expect they'd make changes. It's adorable nonetheless. But Blue is walking with her baby Velociraptor, presumably training her, as you can see here, probably training her how to hunt. But something is revealed, something that Owen says. Owen mentions that this is like the only, interestingly enough, one of the most like biggest story elements cut to the Universal Amber logo, which is fucking amazing. One of the biggest story elements that we've gotten in this trailer, which doesn't really even seem that big because we could have presumed that, but I like the fact that they're not spoiling the story. It's the whole trailer is a bunch of epic shots, and I love that. I feel like that's what a trailer should be. It shouldn't just spoil the entire story. But what Claire mentions to Owen is that they can't stay there, so they are living in this house, presumably Washington or Alaska. Him, Claire, and Maisie, and they are near Blue. I'm guessing patrolling her, taking care of her, whatever. Not really sure why Blue is being like a bitch right now. Like, what the fuck is that about? the baby. You see the baby over here? Looks like the baby Rex from the Lost World from this angle. But yeah, so basically, what's going on is that they are near Blue, presumably to protect her, because he says that if they find her, they won't see her again. So I'm guessing this is going to be a big part of what the world is sort of doing to combat the dinosaur outbreak and the genetic power being unleashed. Maybe if they see wild carnivores, they might kill them, although that seems a bit drastic, but I'm not sure how else they would deal with them. Judging by his tone and how concerned he is, I'm guessing it's something pretty bad. Maybe they do end up killing dinosaurs that are wild, presumably only carnivores, because we've seen a lot of herbivores in 4, especially in a battle at Big Rock with the Nasudo. It seems like they didn't care, although that was very early on in the dinosaur outbreak. It has been, I think, 3 or 4 years now since that. So they're alive in our world now. Obviously, there has to be precautions. So Owen is very concerned as to what will happen to her if they do leave and they do find Blue and her baby. So here he is just talking about it with Claire. There's another shot of the baby. So they obviously do get very close. I'm not sure why Blue is being so standoffish in the last shot, but they are forming sort of a bond with the baby, and obviously Blue, they're sort of like a family. Something must happen for them to leave, though. So there's Blue and her baby again. God, all the shots with Blue and her baby are just so cute, dude. And this, holy fuck, let me see it so it gets a little brighter. We heard about this where a mosasaur attacks a fishing boat. Obviously now this is confirmed. Definitely not like out of the way of the mosasaur. Mosasaur looks a little smaller in this. I don't know, fishing boats can be quite large, but judging by the size of the cage, the mosasaur looks a little bit smaller. Also did get a redesign. There's some red outlines around the eyes, and you can sort of see another pattern going on. We've seen this with a lot of the dinosaurs, the parasaurs. A lot of the old dinosaurs, they're getting new remodels just to make them look better, a lot more naturalistic. And honestly, yeah, I can't complain. Mosasaur looks amazing. This shot is amazing. But there it is, the mosasaur attacking the fish in that cage and ultimately tipping the boat over, which is like, what the fuck? Obviously, they are a problem. Can't really coexist with dinosaurs. We've seen this shot in the prologue. This, at first, I was like, who is this man? Is this the Dodson? Forgot his name. Dodson from Biosyn. But no, it turns out it's Alan Grant, and he's rekindling his love with Ellie. I really doubt that's going to happen, because in the later shot, I think we see Ellie's grandchildren or her kids. But they're basically talking, and Ellie, by the way, let's get a better shot. That's better. By the way, look at this down here. This is fucking the raptor whistle from JP3. This is fucking insane, dude. I noticed that. That's God, this is a movie for Jurassic fans and just anybody who loves these movies. It really is just shaping up to be like the biggest movie of the year and my favorite movie for years to come. Holy fuck. But we'll have to wait till we see it. But judging by this trailer, it looks amazing. So Ellie, by the way, is not really too keen on the idea of letting dinosaurs coexist with humans. She even says it. She says dinosaurs can't coexist with humans. And much like Ian Malcolm, I'm guessing Alan might be of the same opinion. Obviously, Alan starts joining her, and I think Ian, because we've heard that Claire, Owen, Maisie, Ian, Ellie, and Alan are going to be on their own separate things. So the 3 and 3 are going to be on their separate storylines, ultimately, culminating at the end when they all join together, is what we've heard. So I'm guessing that this is going to be the side of the team that isn't very keen on letting dinosaurs live alongside humans. Much like if you remember in Godzilla vs. Kong, you had Godzilla's team, you had Millie Bobby Brown, I forget her name, Madison, her friend or whatever, and that old dude with the podcast. And then obviously in Kong's team, you had the doctor and her adopted daughter and Alexander Skarsgård. Well, you get the point. They're very separate teams, rooting for very different sides. I think that's what's going to happen in this movie. Hopefully it's not going to be as cliche as it sounds. I think it's going to be a very interesting point of view. Obviously these guys have a lot of history with Jurassic Park, the legacy characters, if you might call them, with Jurassic Park and InGen, Sorna, Jurassic World, presumably with Dr. Malcolm, and obviously they were alive to witness all of those events fold out. So it's interesting why they're getting involved now. I wonder how much of a push they're going to make to not let dinosaurs be alive alongside us. So she's talking. She gives her whole speech. They're so cute, but I don't think they're gonna get together. Like I said, there's a further shot where I think we see her family, but that's not a deal breaker. Just seeing them back in the God, they look so good, dude. They're so old and they look like they're down to fuck, dude. All right, so this summer, forget the release date, June 11th, June 22nd, I forget. Another shot of parasaurs with horses. It's like, you think you'd get enough of it, but you really don't. Like, this is just so, God, this is so beautiful. Just look at that. Parasaurs and horses running alongside each other. Really, alright. It really seems like they took a 180. Colin, most of all, took a 180 from Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World, where it was just like this, big, bad dinosaurs. It seems like he's taking a more nature documentary kind of approach to Jurassic World Dominion. I mean, obviously we know there's going to be fights and epic, dinosaurs. There's a later shot in this trailer, actually, that shows dinosaurs in the city rampaging around. It's going to be epic and all that. But it also feels like there's like this more chill, nature-esque kind of tone to the movie. And it's just so beautiful, especially with the updated models of the dinosaurs and just how they interact with the nature. This seems like the movie that's going to make the dinosaurs feel more alive than ever, and I'm here for it. I really am. Here we get our first shot. Wait, let's back up because we did see the face there a little bit. It's very difficult to get that. There we go. I think that's the best shot we're going to get. We see Claire's ass is what I was trying to stop on. We see Claire's thick ass. No, just kidding. We see first look at the Therizino. The fur modeling on this and the Pyroraptor is just so amazing. It's so good that we're getting fur to begin with. It's so good that they've made it actually look really, really good. Can't wait to see this thing in Jurassic World Evolution 2. But just look at the face. Like, they didn't skimp out. They didn't make like a Jurassic World dumbed down version. Obviously, it's probably not scientifically accurate. I've never really cared about that. But what I'm talking about when I say Jurassic World is more of just like the bland designs with no pattern, basic dinosaur. This looks like it's got so much detail. The claws look amazing. The face is what I'm really focusing on. It looks really good, and obviously the fur. So we see Claire here. She backs up into a swamp. She actually ends up having to go into the swamp, as we'll see in a later shot. Or maybe we'll see it now? Yeah, we'll see it now. This looks so good, dude. This scene must be terrifying, bro. And we see her underneath the water trying to hide from her. I don't understand how the Therizino lost her. That seems kind of weird that the Therizino lost her. Like, I don't know what that's about, but sure. Then we see Malcolm here. Obviously probably reuniting with the crew. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. 2 things I didn't like about this trailer. 1, they never let the theme play out. I was trying to like, jam out to it like bum bum bum. No, never. No, at the end maybe, but like it didn't even finish off. I didn't like that. Just like small things, because I have to complain because it's so good. I have to complain about small things. Number 2. What the fuck is this? I think this is the movie, judging by his hair, where Doctor Wu is gonna get a redemption, sort of redemption arc. We've seen it sort of at the end of Fallen Kingdom, where he starts to question, like, sort of the safety of what he's practicing in his sciences and what he's bringing out to the world. Judging by his hair, he doesn't look that evil anymore. He looks like a little boy. So I'm gonna assume that this is the movie where he tries to help, at least a little bit. He is still responsible for Jurassic World, the world we live in now. But you don't know. A man can change, okay? And he definitely changed his hairdo, so I'll give him that. But he's obviously in this facility. Looks very much like the crates that we saw. It was labeled Isla Sorna on it, but I'm not too sure. I wonder who he's probably working for Biosyn now, because Engine's in ruins. Masrani Corporation probably died out when they had to pay out those lawsuits. Biosyn is probably the only leading genetic innovation company out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dr. Wu has suddenly started to work for them. Oh, you see that head nod? Holy shit. Oh, very quickly, that head nod, he was proving something. Obviously, he was taking orders from somebody higher up. Presumably Dodson, or Dodgson. I need to find out the pronunciation. We see here Claire running from an Atrociraptor. I don't know the name of this one. I know the white one is named Ghost, respectively. Oh god, the Atrociraptors, they look so good. We got that still a while ago that made them look so bad when we saw Ghost chasing down Owen. But in this trailer, all the dinosaurs just look great. Look at that. Can we get like a slow-mo? Oh my god. They look so good. They really do look like evil velociraptors. So yeah, experience the epic conclusion. This right here is really cool. Reminds me again to Godzilla vs. Kong, like the big biodome on Skull Island. Obviously a little less toned down. We know the technology in the Jurassic World universe is more advanced than what we have now. We saw the holograms and the super techy screens when we were at Lockwood Manor, and Eli was showing them the dinosaurs. Obviously that's very futuristic. This takes it further down that road, but it seems, again, plausible in this universe. It doesn't seem like we're getting a big biodome, even though that's what we did see in Camp Cretaceous season 4. But this seems like a Biosyn laboratory to me, like where Biosyn is operating out of. I'm assuming this might be Siberia, although there's no snow, but we know that they're going to spend a large portion in Russia and Siberia. So I'm guessing that's what this is. Sort of like an Apple headquarters, but yeah, I definitely think this is Biosyn. I don't know what other company this could belong to. InGen's definitely not making an appearance, I don't think. Who knows though, I'm not sure. I'm going to go with Biosyn Laboratory. Here we see our first look at the Pyroraptor. Holy shit. Very much like the one. It's really cool that they took inspiration from, is it Jurassic World Alive or Jurassic World the game? It's really cool. It's kind of branding the Jurassic World franchise closely knit together. We saw like they used some models of Jurassic World Evolution in Jurassic World, the new game, Primal Ops. It's really cool that we're seeing like a live action, really beautifully detailed version of the Pyroraptor that we've seen in previous games. God, this is just so good. So fucking good, dude. Whoever said feathers wouldn't work in Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, you were wrong. Completely. Totally wrong. But he is hunting down Dewanda, and Dewanda Wise is her name. I don't know her character's name is like Sarah, right? Sarah or Samantha or something like that, and Owen. This is the shot that we got when we first got introduced to her character officially. We did get those shots before, but I think a month ago we got this shot with them standing. We're like, what are they looking at? They do end up looking up, from what I remember, although she's sort of looking up. So maybe the Pyroraptor's like somewhere tall, somewhere high, because I can't imagine it's that big. It should be like up to Owen's height here. So I don't know why she would be looking up. But presumably this is the Pyroraptor. We literally just saw it, so we now know what is hunting them down. So they're looking at the Pyroraptor. This is amazing, by the way. So fucking brutal, dude. Scary and brutal. So this is Ellie Sadler again, on a farm with, I'm gonna assume her daughter. I'm just gonna assume that. She lives on a farm, I'm guessing, and these must be her grandchildren. And what are these? They're birds, right? Those are birds? Are those like some sort of prehistoric insects that we've never been introduced before? No, maybe they're not birds. The kind of slim figure that they are, maybe like Meganura or something? Some sort of prehistoric insect? Seems kind of weird that they would include that, but we do know that we're gonna get like Lystrosaurus and stuff in this movie. I think possibly even Dimetrodon. So, yeah. I wonder why she's at this farm. This might be at the beginning. This might be what sparks her to go to Alan and start this whole thing where dinosaurs can't coexist. Obviously, she's not the only one. I'm sure around the world people are complaining about this shit. They need to be eradicated, and I'm sure that's probably what they're doing. That's what Claire and Owen are trying to fight against. But yeah, I'm guessing Meganura. I'm gonna go with Meganura. But this is probably what sparks her whole crusade towards ending coexistence. Here is Claire talking to Owen, telling him to come back. He says, I always come back. Nice, cute, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, they're still together, so that would make sense. Now, this is an epic scene. This is in Malta. We know that this is the still that we got, where he was riding with his motorcycle, and behind him were a bunch of Atrociraptors. Very similar looking to when we saw Claire jump over that building. So obviously him, Claire, and I think Barry is coming back. Nowhere to be seen is Daniela Pineda, our character. Where is she at? I don't know what she's doing. Justice Smith, I think, is also returning. Lowry from Jurassic World, the first one, is also returning. I don't know how big the role is going to be. It seems like it's going to be mainly focused around the six. Maisie, Claire, Owen, Alan, Ellie, and Ian. Dr. Malcolm, which I am obviously not opposed of. If anybody's going to get any screen time, I'm glad it's those six. So he's riding his motorcycle. Here we have a different looking Atrociraptor. You can tell by the pattern. Here's Ghost. Ghost looks really cool. I need to get a toy of Ghost. Holy shit. Riding through the city, and then this is so epic. You can see just the chaos that's going on. Carnotaurus confirmed, by the way. Just the chaos that is going on. We've never seen anything like this other than The Lost World. But it fits so well. It really does. You got the Allosaurus, not juvenile anymore. The Allosaurus with its better model from Battle at Big Rock, and the Carnotaurus, which looks a little bit different, I gotta say, right? Looks like maybe the face isn't as indented as it was before. Kind of seemed like the skin was very pressed to the cheeks, to the bones of the Carnotaurus. You have this dude trying to save his partner or whatever. This is just so cool. This is the chaos that I want. I really want them to feel like the dinosaurs are a threat in their world now. Here we have holy shit. I don't know why he's still running if he saw him above. I would have turned the other way, but whatever, Owen. Let's see where this goes. Somehow he doesn't die. There. So then this is sort of like the final conclusive shot that we get, where Dewanda's flying a helicopter and something attacks. It's a Pteranodon? No, it's a Quetzalcoatlus. So they do make a reappearance, not just in the prologue, but also in this scene, and something I did not expect. First of all, this looks amazing. Holy shit, look at the Quetzal. Did you ever think we would get a Quetzal in the Jurassic franchise? I guess eventually that had to happen, and I'm so glad that it's now. Is that an InGen plane? Is that the InGen logo up here? I don't think so. It looks like some random cargo plane. But look at how big the Quetzal is compared to this plane. Look at how this is like a dragon sized. Holy shit. This scene is going to be so epic to watch, and it just looks so good. Here we have a Pteranodon. I don't think they got a remodel. Maybe the textures, but definitely not the model didn't get remodeled. Still have the short crest. And then we have a bunch of shots leading up to the finale shot, which is well, I think it's the finale of the movie, judging by how it looks. And the Pseudoceratops I can recognize. These are Nasudos. Some trucks running through them. Not sure who's driving these trucks, but yeah, we have Nasudos. Another shot of, ooh, what the fuck? Baby Blue's eating a fox? Alright, I'm with it. I don't have a problem with that. Something, I think he gets shot at. Something drops, I think. I don't think that was a gunshot. I think something drops from the sky. Maybe it's like a snowball? Maybe Maisie's playing with him? I'm not sure. What is this? This looks like the Rex. This looks like a Rexy. I'm assuming by the feet. I'm judging this as a Rexy, although it's a very similar angle to how the Baryonyx bit down on the chair in Fallen Kingdom. Where is she? Is she climbing a ladder? Like what? Not really sure what's going on here, but this is presumably Rexy. We have not seen Rexy, like, we saw Rexy in like a few shots in this trailer, but I guess she's kind of sidelined. I think my predictions are that Blue is gonna die and Rexy is gonna die. The double wham. Oh look, we see the face. We see the eyes here. Huh. I guess it very much looks like Rexy, but also Indominus Rex vibes for some reason. I'm not sure. Here's Ellie and Bryce. Ellie and Claire, sorry. Guessing they're in the Biosyn laboratory. Guessing they're all in the Biosyn compound or whatever. And here we see, holy shit, the return. This is actually I'm gonna assume is a puppet. Not a puppet, but like a what is it called? An animatronic dinosaur. But bigger news, Dilophosaurus is back, and it looks so good, bro. You can just look at the tear running down her face, just the fear that Claire is feeling. We get a better shot in a second. Oh my god, dude. This is definitely CGI, I think. But holy fuck. Finally, it's about fucking time we get the Dillos back, bro. Justice for Dilophosaur. Justice for Nedry. And then here is... I'm assuming this is the end of the movie because they're all together, but we did see other shots where they were together, so maybe it's not anymore. You'll see in a second why, though. I think it is like the ending of the movie. One thing I have to say, I feel like they should have put Claire up here. I know Owen is like the man of the series, but I feel like Claire has sort of been like the main protagonist. Like Owen hasn't really had any character development at all other than his relationship with Blue. Claire has went from being like this businesswoman who didn't care about life to just like, you know, changing her whole mindset and being the one of the main people, I'm guessing, in the world that wants to protect these dinosaurs. So I feel like they should have put Claire up here with Alan, like the two main characters, and Chris in the back with Owen, sorry. But we have Ian, Alan, Ellie. God, they look so good. Who knew that you could be so old and look so good at the same time? I love this, dude. It sucks because I think this is the only movie they were gonna get them back, but I'm just excited for the moment. It's gonna be so epic to see them back. And obviously we have Dewanda, so I'm guessing she is a pretty big character further into the movie. Maisie, Owen, and Claire looking at a Giganotosaurus. Gigantosaurus. Is that okay? I guess that confirms prehistoric bugs. That definitely looks like a bug. I'm not even gonna pause 'cause I don't think it matters that much. But we see our look at the Giga. I think it looks exactly the same as from the prologue, which I'm not too fussed about because honestly, unlike most people, I loved the design in the prologue of the Giga. I've never really been like too much into making it look prehistorically accurate. So obviously, I wouldn't have a problem with this because it's a giant, big movie monster dinosaur. But it's very ferocious. It's very threatening. I just love the design. And I guess they're facing off against it. Who knows why they're there? These woods look very similar to the woods that we saw Maisie in. Wait, is she wearing the same clothes? Yeah, she's wearing the same clothes as when the Rex was chomping down on her. So I'm guessing it's the same environment because it looks very much like that environment. So I'm guessing this is where they have the big battle. It's a very cool scene. It is a very cool scene. We see over here just how epic this is. I'm guessing this is, again, the Biosyn compound. Who knows why all these dinosaurs are here? This must be in America then, maybe not Siberia. But I don't know, this might be like a different facility. So yeah. And here's the Giga. This must be where they fight off. I think this is the final act in the movie, the big battle. I wonder, how does this movie conclude? We still don't know a lot about the plot. We just know that they're on a mission, but you know who they're fighting against, who the main antagonist. We don't even know who the main antagonist is yet. Honestly, this might be the only trailer I watch, but they did a really good job of hiding a lot of the key story elements. So maybe I'll watch the second one, because in Fallen Kingdom they spoiled everything right from the beginning trailer, the first official trailer. So yeah, and then God, this is so beautiful, dude. And yeah, there it is, Jurassic World Dominion, slated for June 10th, I believe. Oh, that logo is just so good. June 10th, right? Yeah, in theaters June 10th. So thank you guys so much for watching. Honestly, just holy shit, I can't get enough of this trailer. I'm gonna watch it 10 more times. It's just so great. What a time to be a Jurassic fan. So amazingly amazing. I have no other words. I really don't. I had nothing bad to say other than Dr. Wu's hairstyle. But honestly, if that's the one bad thing I have to say about the trailer, the future's looking bright for this movie. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm gonna make another video, but it was a cool video nonetheless. See you guys.